Hey guys, how you doing? You are back with Rich and White Nova Comics, and this again is another contest entry to support my buddy Tou. He's got 600 subs now, and big congratulations, dude. You were the first guy to comment on my video to show me support for my channel. Yeah, I can't thank you enough for that. So yeah, here's my contest entry. There is a little bit something different about this one. You know, sort of taken a few pages out of Archangel's book, and my wife is next to me as well. She has also answered your questions, buddy. So yeah, I hope you enjoy our double entry. Kerry, do you want to say hello to Tou?
Hi Tou, hi everyone.
Right, guys. So questions first. Number one. What comic book related movie or movies are you looking forward to most seeing this year, and why? So, for me, it is Captain America Civil War. The reason why is I really think they're going to do something completely different with this. You've got the Russo brothers directing again. I really think they're going to kill off a character here. 1, 2, maybe 3 of the main characters. Although they did it with quick spoiler alert before anybody jumps on me. In Ultron, Age of Ultron, they killed off Quicksilver, but he was a new character. He wasn't one of the big players. But I really think something, you know, some shit's really going to go down here, and they're going to kill off someone. That's completely different from Marvel. So that's why. This is my most anticipated film for 2016.
No, mine has to be Suicide Squad. It's going to be something new. They've done films of all the superheroes. So you've had Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk, Thor. It's now time for the villains to come through.
So the fit villains?
The villains.
Okay.
To come through and have their moment. And just seeing clips, it looks pretty good.
Cool. So we are very much divided on this one. One DC, one Marvel. You'll pick up a trend here. Husband and wife, but we're very, very divided on what we want to see this year. So we can find babysitters. There's going to be a few date nights coming up. Question number 2. What comic book related movie do you think will be the biggest surprise hit of the year, and why? Mrs. White, take this one away. You tell me your two. Your two. We both picked 2. We couldn't decide. So
I had to pick the top 2. I had to pick Doctor Strange because you know who's playing him. He's in the top 5 actors in most magazines, and I just think he's gonna steal it this year.
Mr. Cumberbatch, the Benedict of the Cumberbatch this year, Doctor Strange.
And it has to be Civil War. As my darling husband said, someone could be losing their part. So we're gonna see who they decide to kill off. That could be a big shock.
Would that be a surprise to you if they killed someone off then?
Depends who they kill off.
Well, we know it's not going to be Cap or Iron Man, surely.
I have a suspicion or a feeling it could be Captain America.
Okay.
Just because, well, he can't live forever.
Unless they freeze him in ice again, I suppose. But hey, right, on to the proper choices, the correct choices, as I like to put them. We, of course, have Deadpool. We are, I believe, 16 days away from Deadpool. And
16 days away from date night.
16 days away from date night, get away from the kids. It'd be brilliant. But yeah, Deadpool, I think the marketing for this has been absolutely fantastic. I can't even think of a marketing campaign in any kind of media that's been anywhere close to Deadpool. I think it's going to get a lot of new viewers in that don't quite realise what this film's about. And it's kind of the first mainstream R-rated superhero film.
Villain.
No, he's not. He's an anti-villain. No, he's an anti-hero. He's got no alliances to anybody.
Yeah, still on my side from the villain.
Well, no,
Villains will
no.
come on top by the end of the film.
No, give over. Right. Anyway, let me finish. So, it's Deadpool. I think it's got to be the biggest surprise because it's going to be the first R-rated, and they've never done that before outside of I think like Nick Fury back in the early 90s with Mr. Hasselhoff. I mean, that and the Punisher. So yeah, the second one is Suicide Squad. Nobody outside of the real true comic community know who the Suicide Squad are. You see that trailer that was released last week with Bohemian Rhapsody. Damn, I think that's gonna be a big surprise. It's not quite my most anticipated, but it's up there, and I think that's gonna be a massive surprise to non-comic book fans to see those guys. So there are our picks for question number 2. Question number 3 is who should play the next villain for Spider-Man reboot and why? So for me, it has got to be Mysterio. So while he's not necessarily one of the big players in the Spider-Man books, he's like a failed actor. He's like an illusionist, and with the modern technology that we've got to put that on the big screen, I think would look amazing. It's something they haven't touched on before. It's something they haven't tried to set up in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 with the whole Sinister Six thing. There was no reference to him, certainly not to my knowledge, and I think it'd be kind of a little bit out there, a little bit left field. So my pick is Mysterio. Kerry, who's the guy with a big tongue? What's going on there?
Mine is Venom. I'm not a massive Spider-Man fan and not enjoying most of the films, but when watching them, feel Venom has to be done again. Just the way they put forward Peter Parker when he changed could have been better, and
the whole dancing down the street like an absolute twat.
The whole bad boy image, nah. No.
No, didn't like bad boy Tobey Maguire. Didn't do it for you.
He wasn't a bad boy. He just looked dirty.
Okay.
So yeah, they need to do the whole image thing again, and Venom. They need to introduce him in a better way, because Venom is quite a big character, and just recording parts of Marvel on Disney for you to get our daughter into it. Venom and Spider-Man kind of join alliances, and they portray Venom better than the film.
Okay, I would. He was probably up there in my choices, but I thought maybe just introduce somebody new. But yeah, let's get rid of the whole the Spider-Man 3 Venom redoing, but maybe after Mysterio first.
Well, no, they'll do mine first because Venom's
no, they won't.
known.
Yeah, I know he's known, but he's been there and done that.
Yeah, but Hulk's been there and done that, and they've done that what 3-4 times now.
It doesn't matter. We're not talking about Hulk. We're talking about Spider-Man.
Yeah, but you get the drift.
I'll give over. No. We'll do Venom in the second one, and we'll do Mysterio in the first one. Question number 4: What should be the next X-Men? What should be the next X-Men title be? What should the sorry? Yeah.
They can read.
For me, you can't even read that at the bottom. That's really poor skills from me there.
For me, it'd be the creation of Xavier, the beginning of the school, the starting of him, and this would be how he became the man he was from the things that happened to him when we saw Days of Future Past.
So given like the new timeline with Days of Future Past, you want to kind of see the creation of the Xavier School and how all of that.
Everything's changed, so how did he become the man he was, knowing that things had changed?
Well, I don't know if he knew things had changed, but
he knew things had changed because you saw that at the end of the film with Wolverine.
Yeah, that's a good shout. No, yeah, because he kind of knew he was waiting for Wolverine to kind of realise or jump into the new timeline, didn't he?
Yeah. So it'd be nice to see how he got from being let down by one of his closest friends,
Mystique.
Magneto.
Yeah.
Magneto let him down. Mystique left him, and he understood why.
Okay.
Because he didn't feel anger, but Magneto, he felt anger and always did. So it'd be nice to know how he got from lying on the beach to teaching the students and enlisting
the X-Men.
The X-Men, basically.
Cool. For me, let's just forget about X-Men 3: The Last Stand. I mean, at the time it was an okay film. They should never have killed off Xavier. It's friggin' Patrick Stewart, for God's sake. You know, you don't kill him off.
It was a very weird shout.
You do not kill him off. He is one of the most fantastic actors. You don't kill him off. They've got to redo the Dark Phoenix saga. They've, you know, to me, with the complete new timeline and Apocalypse, the only thing that can kind of be bigger than that or as powerful as that going forward is the Phoenix Force, the Dark Phoenix saga. So for me, put a bit more action in mine. Yours, babe, I gotta say, I think it would probably be a bit more of a setup for like the next trilogy as to the setup. Something goes wrong, the government, I don't know, but
yeah, there'll be a bit of action, but it'll be more of a psychological side of it, so people have an understanding. Because the comics, there's so many X-Men comics.
Copies.
Shut up. Comics. You need to have an understanding of
where it all began. No, I get it.
And I think that would help for the younger generation to understand as well. If there was just
you kiddies out there.
So the start of
the school.
Everything.
Cool.
So like even if it's a whole new start of a comic.
Well, shit, I'd see them both. So
yeah,
I'll see them both. Right. Last question. This is the one we do agree on. Since the whole country, as in you guys in the US, been hitting blasted with storms and stuff, what would you prefer, rain or snow? For us, it's
snow.
Snow, without a doubt. We get no snow here in England.
They lie. The forecast lies.
We get nothing.
It says snow. It never snows.
It never settles. It's rubbish. It's pathetic.
I want to build a snowman.
No. I want to build a snowman. You're not going to carry on the song?
No.
Okay.
No.
So yeah, for us, it's snow without a doubt. We love it. We get too much rain. It's miserable here all the time. Give us some damn snow. So, guys, that is it. That is our entry for Tou's 600 subscribers. Dude, 600 subscribers. That is awesome.
Well done.
Massive congratulations. Thank you again for supporting my channel from the get-go. Literally within one day of me posting my first video like 4 months ago, you commented, you welcomed me to the comic community on YouTube. Awesome. Thank you very much, buddy. You know, thank you to all my subscribers. It's awesome. I mean, I'm at 26 now, and to be honest, that is more than I thought I would reach in a year. It's been 4 months. Yeah, I'm really, really grateful that you guys are watching my videos, you're commenting. Yeah, if you like this, thumbs up. You know, please subscribe if you want to see more. Here's to the next 600 subscribers, buddy. I'm sure it won't be too long. So yeah, thank you guys. And this is White Nova Comics. This is Rich. And the surprise guest, Mrs. White.
Thank you, guys.
Signing off for today. To keep up the great work, buddy. Take care, guys.